Hey guys, today I want to tell you about 5 altcoins that I personally want to add to my portfolio right now. After all, in this bull market, they can show unrealistic values. So this video will definitely be useful for each of you. In addition, we will look at some of the factors that are very much influencing the crypto market sentiment right now. So be sure to watch this video till the end so you don't miss out on any useful information. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's get started. First of all, I want to talk about how it's been a crazy last few weeks in crypto. A number of things have happened that have contributed greatly to the volatility in the market. So I suggest diving into this information a little bit, because understanding the factors that change the market is one of the keys to success. The 15th of May started with the fact that the inflation rate was lowered to 3.4%, which the whole market reacted to. This is a very positive factor for the entire market. As you can see, the market cap of the entire crypto market surged up to 7%. In general, the revision of the inflation rate is a very important event in the macroeconomy, which ultimately has a positive impact on all markets, including cryptocurrencies. It is a major factor that determines liquidity in the markets and investor sentiment. Last year, we saw the Fed take an aggressive stance in the fight against inflation by raising interest rates repeatedly. This tightening of financial conditions led to a decline in the prices of risky assets, including cryptocurrencies. However, now the trend is changing and all experts have the impression that the Fed's course has changed, and now we are waiting for a further drop in the interest rate, which will be in line with the growth of cryptocurrencies. Another interesting and highly bullish event happened just a week ago. If you look at the Bitcoin chart for May 20th, you will see a crazy growth candle. At that time, rumors about the possibility of a spot ETF on Ethereum were very active. By the way, you can learn more about this in my recent video. As soon as the information about the acceptance of the first applications appeared, we immediately saw a rather strong decline, from which the market was just beginning to recover a little at the time of recording the video. However, we already know that the Bitcoin ETF has brought a lot of new liquidity to the market, and I am sure that the Ethereum ETF will only multiply this amount significantly. And while these two events happened a long time ago, something interesting happened just as we were recording this video. The House of Representatives has approved a bill that prohibits the creation of CBDCs in the US. This is the most devastating news that perfectly demonstrates the US interest in ensuring that cryptocurrencies can grow very well in their country without obstacles. In general, it seems that in the near future, the influence of the SEC will decrease even more, and the United States will become a global cryptocurrency hub. By the way, Trump is also quite bullish about changing the valuation of cryptocurrencies if he becomes president. In general, I would like to clarify that if you are looking at the cryptocurrency market as a place to invest, you just need to look at the general economic news. Even if you don't live in the United States, absolutely all the news I've listed above has a direct impact on the entire cryptocurrency market. But let's not talk about that right now. Instead, we are going to take a look at my new portfolio for this bull market. Guys, before I introduce you to the first coin in the selection, please keep in mind that this is not financial advice. This is just my own opinion and assessment of the market. So, invest wisely and only after considering all the risks and doing your own analysis. And now, we are ready to move on to selection. I've already posted many videos about Solana on my channel, and in the last year alone, it has shown a growth of 715%. Despite many difficulties, Solana continues to catch up with Ethereum by expanding its ecosystem, which, by the way, has become really huge. Here we must pay respect to the entire blockchain team, because you can see how hard and much they work. Personally, I set a target of $801,000 for one Solana in this bull cycle. At the same time, I don't see any real reasons why we can't reach those price points. After all, objectively speaking, after the introduction of Ethereum ETFs, Solana is the next candidate for ETFs. And only against this background can we expect growth. Besides, it is already clear to everyone that Solana is actually becoming the second most important blockchain and is gradually taking over the Ethereum market. By the way, VanEck representatives often mention this in their analytical reports. What do you think about it? While you are sharing your thoughts in the comments, let's move on to the next asset. Next, I would like to draw your attention to a rather bright representative of the Ethereum ecosystem. After all, the market will change a lot with the upcoming Ethereum ETFs, so I believe that some representatives of this ecosystem will show an incredible moonwalk. That's why I decided to include ENS, one of the most successful nonprofit projects on the blockchain, in this selection. This is how Vitalik Buterin describes the project. In fact, ENS is extremely necessary and important for the whole ecosystem. The project specializes in unique Web3 domains, which means that you can buy a name for your Ethereum wallet that will be visible to all users who interact with the address. More than 800,000 people have already bought names, and there are more than 2 million active domains. So I personally expect to see even more growth as the ETF is adopted, and in the long run, reaching the old all-time highs is a pretty easy task. My subscribers know that I love AI narratives, so I can't help but add RNDR to my selection. It is a leading project in the field of video rendering and AI narrative. The product of this project is already being actively used by top teams: Apple, Stability AI, and NVIDIA. They are the absolute leaders in their respective fields. This only underlines the real potential of this asset. Unfortunately, recently, there was a so-called sell on news event. NVIDIA reported its first quarter results, and against this background, people started to drain their RNDR coins with a slight increase. So against this background, people started to treat this asset with some caution. Personally, I think that up to $10 per one RNDR is a great opportunity for DCA. Taking into account all the indicators, the growth of the AI narrative, large partnerships, and the high level of need for the technology, I see the potential for growth to the $90–100 per one RNDR zone, because this coin is a utility of their product that can be useful for absolutely everything. Of course, I can't ignore the GameFi sector because it is potentially one of the easiest tools to attract as many new users as possible to the Web3 area. I believe that at least a few really good and interesting games built on the blockchain will be able to bring an incredible number of potentially new people into the crypto market. And this is exactly the same idea promoted by the Beam Network project, which aims to create an ecosystem for the development of Web3 games using the special Beam SDK engine. Just as Cosmos creates a global platform for blockchain launches, Beam focuses on crypto games, which is a relevant narrative in the current cycle. With the influx of new audiences and the Beam Network continuing to work with good game studios and developers, I see a lot of potential for further growth in the price of the Beam coin itself. I believe that reaching the maximum capitalization of another bright representative of the GameFi narrative, Gala, will be the next best thing for Beam Network. However, at the peak of the bull market, I see the possibility of a 10 times price increase. I'm going to close this selection with a rather fascinating coin. I want to say right away that this asset carries very high risks. Some people even call this project Luna version number 2. So meet the last coin, ENA. I can't deny the thesis of similarities with Luna, because there are many very interesting features. In fact, the whole project is a synthetic stablecoin for which we are promised a crazy 35% return. This is actually a return in dollars, and it is unlikely that you can get more on the crypto market anywhere else. The Athena team assures that their algorithm is resistant to market fluctuations and that there will be no scams like with UST. However, I'm not so sure. If we see sharp market fluctuations, a change in the overall bullish trend, or some kind of black swan for the market, then there is a huge chance that this project will be in jeopardy. However, as long as the market is showing fairly good signs, there will always be those willing to make 35% virtually for free in dollar terms. So personally, I don't see the point of giving a price prediction here. It's more of an opportunity to make money in a rather risky way, so be careful. Well, this is where my top ends. I would like to remind you that this is just my opinion and by no means financial advice. Be sure to do your own research and assess the risks before investing. If you enjoyed the selection and would like to see a riskier approach, please like the video and leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the growth of coins. Thanks for watching your Coin Post.